Kathy, thank you, and thank you for your partnership. I have to tell you, there were a bunch of folks in South Jersey who were really thrilled that the Empire State Building was in green. There are a lot of folks in Central and North Jersey who I think wanted to come over and switch the lights, but more on that at some other point. Thank you so much, Mr. Secretary. Thank you so much for everything you do, and to all the distinguished guests. It is incredible to be back with the President, and I want to thank him for his continued commitment to what is unequivocally the most important infrastructure project in our country, the Gateway program. I was honored to stand with the President fall of 21 on the other side of the Hudson when we kicked off the work to build the new Portal North Bridge. But the tracks that will be laid on that span won't end there. They will come through this new tunnel. So I am honored to stand again with the President, Governor, congressional leaders from both chambers in both states to get this project underway. And beyond the President, I want to thank, and Governor Hochul, I also want to thank Secretary Pete Buttigieg and your team at the U.S. Department of Transportation. Polly and the rest have been extraordinary. And I want to acknowledge the other many organizations represented here today: Amtrak, NJ Transit, MTA, Port Authority, Gateway Development Commission, and others for their partnership. And again, to the congressional members of both chambers and both states, I thank you for your dedicated and passionate work in leading the charge here. So this new tunnel that will, while it will connect New Jersey and New York, it isn't just about, as Kathy alluded to, it isn't just about New Jersey and New York. Yes, it's partly about easing the commutes and relieving the daily headaches of tens of thousands of New Jerseyans who will rely on this tunnel to get to work or get to school or to visit friends or family in the city, or, by the way, have them come from the city back out to Jersey. Yes, it is certainly about the many thousands of good-paying union jobs this project will create and the families that in turn those jobs will support. But more broadly, it's about maintaining the strength of the entire Northeast corridor, from Boston to Washington, D.C., through which so much of our nation's economic lifeblood flows. When trains can't get through the current cramped tunnel, not just the entire Northeast corridor, but our entire economy comes to a halt. People can't get to work, commuters' safety is compromised, trains are left idling, fouling our air. So these tunnels and bridges that we're talking about were built during the administration of one of our most visionary presidents, Theodore Roosevelt. In case anyone hasn't counted, for you math majors out there, he left office 114 years ago. I was thinking the president's making a lot of progress. Yesterday he was in a tunnel, Mr. Secretary, during the administration of Ulysses Grant, I believe it was built. Now we're moving into the 20th century happily, and one of these days we'll get into the 21st, I hope sooner than later. And so today we stand with President Joe Biden, who is bringing, by the way, an equally impactful and modern vision to our nation's infrastructure. Our region and our nation can't wait any longer. And I've been saying since the day I took office just over 5 years ago that the time for Gateway is now.